Hello everyone. Uh, Good evening. A warm welcome to all of you to Team Sphecho. Myself Ashina. I'm a clinical coordinator in Sphecho. So we are happy to have you with us for today's free webinar on the topic the role of play in a child's speech and language development. So at Sphecho, we strongly believe that learning happens best when it is fun, especially for children. That's why today's topic is so important. So, play is not just an activity, it helps children to build language, express themselves, and connect with others. So, we are so excited to have today's our speaker, Miss Fatima Nasreen. So, she is a trained and certified speech language pathologist, with a bachelor's degree in audiology and speech pathology, speech language pathology, along with the PFF therapy certification. So, she works with both children and adults, has a rich experience in helping in autism, apraxia, speech delay, language disorders,
Ataraxia.
articulation issues,
Ataraxia.
fluency disorders, etc. So I have a small request to everyone. Please put your mic on mute so that won't interrupt our session. So uh, her sessions are very practical and evidence based. I know that this session will be very much helpful for you. So and we will be having a Q&A session after her session. So please do ask your concerns and queries in the chat box. We will address it in the end of this session. So yeah, let's begin the session and learn more from the our host of this day. So hi ma'am, I hope you are listening me. Welcome to
Yes.
the session.
Yes,
Over to you.
yes, ma'am. Thank you, Ms. Harshina, for the warm welcome. And hi, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about the play. Okay, you all know what is play, and it is something different from what I'm speaking today. So, I'm going to speak about the role of play in a child's speech and language development. Okay,
Ma'am, your okay. Now your video is off.
okay, just a minute. I'll try. Uh, are you able to see the presentation slides?
Yes, the presentation is visible, but your video is off.
Just a minute. Can we start?
Yes, but I hope your I can't see your video. Could you please try once again?
Just try one.
If needed, you can left from the meeting and join back.
I'll just try. Okay, we'll start the presentation. Meanwhile, I'll try to on my camera. Okay. So when we ask children's play, these are the main statement when we used to hear. They are just playing. We'll just say just playing. Okay. Are you able to hear?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Yes. So these are the statement we that grown-ups often underestimate children's play. When we ask during the assessment also, we used to hear from the parents that yeah, they'll just play and they likes to play alone. And if the kids are there, they're okay. But then they're more likely to play alone and they just play in the house. These are the main common statements we used to hear when we ask about their play skills. Okay. So we'll see what is basically the play. Okay. Play is a child-directed approach where children interacts with the world. Okay, it is a universal language of childhood which includes usage of various materials like games, toys. It doesn't mean that play needs more toys only, or like we should talk with them, we should play in the floor. It doesn't mean like that. We can use the games, toys, everything, whatever we want, and it is a form of treatment delivered in a natural and enjoyable and fun way. It doesn't mean that we don't have anything. It should be more of fun. The main aim is they should enjoy while playing. They should enjoy, and it should be more of fun way. It is not a structured way that we should tell the child to sit at a one place, use the specific toy, and you have to play at this time. Doesn't mean any time or specific places there. It is mainly in a naturalistic way, and they should enjoy the play, and it is more of fun way, and it is used to enhance treatment and maintain high levels of engaging and motivation, and it also helps to ensure to learn new skills and to make them more involved and communicate in the everyday activities. And it is a process of observing, testing and trying, imitating and enjoying the environment that they are in and around the people they are with. It is mainly if we play with the child, they should try to imitate what we are seeing. They should try to play what we are doing. They should try to do whatever they want. It doesn't mean that they have to do whatever we tell or whatever they want. It is whatever they want, they can play in the playtime. It is more naturally done when given freedom, time, and space. We should give them time to play for something. We should give them space. Some children, they don't like playing in the floor. They like to playing on the table or the mat, whatever they like. We should give them space and freedom to take whatever toys they want, freedom to do whatever they want to do with the toy. It is basically in a naturally way. And play is what children do when they follow their own ideas in their own way and their own reason. If suppose we play with a building block, we are expecting the child to put the same color of block top of every block. So we can't expect the child to do the same thing whatever we tell. Okay, they can do whatever they want. It is basically in their own ideas. They have to put their own things. It is their own reason. They will find a way. They will try to put it their own reasons and their own ideas, and we should not tell that yeah, you can't do this. We can't restrict them to do such things. And play is when children act or no external goal is reward, and they follow their own whims and interests and desires, and they follow their own, as I said before, they will follow their own things only while playing. And as I said, what is play? We all might have thought why the play is important, why it is important, why we should do in this way. We'll see that. It is through play, children learn to use language to express their thoughts ideas, and they also learn to listen and respond to others. During play, if you see children's playing with their neighbor children or something, if you see them, we can see there they will express their ideas. They will tell, yeah, let's put here, and they will share their ideas. They will share their thoughts, and they will try to listen. And if some child they let's put here, the other child will not listen. That child try to listen the other child, try to follow that, and try to respond to that command. And it provides children with opportunities to practice new words, phrases, and to develop their vocabulary and grammar skills. If suppose we tell something in the home, if our child is doing something while playing, we might have said stop, no, no need. We might say that's not correct. So these are sentences or words we use when they play. And when they play with other kids or children, they will try to use that words, new phrases, and they try to put it in a daily, everyday activities to express their thoughts and ideas. And it is the best method to build a rapport with your child. Okay, if we see this generation, both the parents and the children all are in the phone. Okay, if you see the back, all the parents and children used to talk a lot about what they see, what they think. They used to express lots of things. So in the playtime, we can make a best rapport with your child. Even when therapy session, if you see some therapy sessions, if it is a play therapy, the parents used to tell, what is the therapist doing? They're just playing with the child. That is a play therapy. They should play with the child and make a rapport with the child, and the child should enjoy, and even the parent should understand that is the play. If the parents are not playing as much this, we they should uh, listen. They should see the sessions how it is happening, and they should try at home also the same play skills. And when children learn in the context of play, this new concept, sounds, words become relevant and meaningful to the child, and it provides retention and generalization, which both increases learning. As I said before, children likes to put that words in their daily situation. And if the other child listen that, if the other child hear that, they will also try to put that new words or new sounds or whatever they hear or whatever they use and while they're playing, they'll try to put in the next play also. They will use it that. And it is more of interaction with peers, allow children to practice their speech, articulation, and acquire new vocabulary and build their confidence to express their thoughts and ideas, which greatly improves their overall communication skills. And it is important for language development as well. If you see, if a child's language skills are delayed, if we observe their play skills, we can tell us a lot about their general development and readiness or language. If we see some parents, they both will be working, they'll be engaged with their schools, nurseries, their swimming class, sports class, everything. If we see their play skills in the home, we can understand how much they interact with others, how much they are involved in their play, how much rapport with the parents and the child. We can see from their play skills. And it is basically hands-on experience encourage learning and provides a content context for new words to be developed. If we see children, there are different children. Some children will be more of visual learner, hands-on learner, auditory learner. But in play, if you see, the children is more of hands-on learner, and the chance of learning new things, the chance of exploring new things is increases. Their learning will be very more. If you see children, some children they'll just take some toy, they'll just break it, and they just want to see what is inside. That is a curiosity to see what is inside. That is more of hands-on experience. They want to experience by their own hands what is inside and why it is like this. If we shake, why the sound is coming. They want to explore in their own hands. That is more of hands-on learning. Some children say they want to do in that way. Some children they just want to see, or some children they just hear. Some parents used to tell when tell something, they'll just repeat. That is more of imitation. Auditorily they are doing that. This is more of hands-on. The play therapy is basically more on hands-on. They are trying more things with the hands-on things. And if I tell about what is play and why it is important, All might have thinking that which all age group is play important, or which all age group is the play therapy is important, or the play strategies are important. We'll see which all people we can give the play therapy, or why the play, or the where we can apply this play skills. So uh, it is everyone benefit from the play therapy. It is especially appropriate for the children age from 3 to 12 years of old. And it doesn't mean that children or adults are not getting benefited. They will also get benefited from the play techniques and recreational process. And you can begin play-based therapy for children with speech delay or communication or language delay, or especially children with autism spectrum disorder. It helps them more to connect with the peoples, connect with new peoples, how to interact with new people, how to frame questions, how to request, how to greet. So more of autism spectrum disorder, if you see, it helps them to more to connect with new people. And if we see a play, there are six elements, or the six elements or five elements we can see of the key elements of the play. If we see, one thing is unstructured. There is no structure in the play. We can't tell the child to sit on a chair and table. You should sit here, you should play here. There is no structured way of therapy, play therapy. It is more of unstructured, and it should be enjoyable. As I said in the beginning, it should be more enjoyable. Child should enjoy, and it is self-chosen and process oriented, and we have to make a belief that they it should be more enjoyable basically. And these are the benefits we can see from the play therapy. One is the play helps a child develop a sense of self and identity. The other one is play promotes social skills, empathy, and communication. As I said before, if a child sees a new person, if a child see a new toy with in the other hand of other child, how the child communicate, or how the child requests for the toy, how to communicate, how to play with the child, how to be friendly with the child. And it is more of creativity, problem solving, and critical thinking. If we, as I said in the beginning, if we play with the blocks, if the parent is telling that we should take it turns and play therapy, or we should take a turns to play with the blocks, other child should understand, if it is my turn, next is the other child's turn. The other child should understand, if it is my turn done, I have to wait for the other child to do the activity. It is more of critical thinking. They have to think when it is their turn. They have to think and do more of activity, and it enhances more of cognitive, social, and speech development. And if we see the benefits of play, we can see the six parts. If we see the prelinguistic skill development, we can see eye contact. Eye contact means, if suppose the child is playing with other child, the eye contact is very important. If they are playing with any toys or something, there are joint attention is very important, and pointing to the object, and facial expression to the questions or whatever they are doing, and social gestures. If they are doing something, they should show their gestures and play, and they should take turns. As I said before, they should take turns and play things. It is coming under the prelinguistic skill development. And when we see the language development, their vocabulary development, how they develop their vocabulary by hearing, by using, by thinking, they should develop their vocabulary. And grammar development, it is more of pragmatic skills. They have their pragmatic skills matter in the language development. And when we see the social communication development, as I said, they should request for these things. They should request, and they should greet. If they see other person, they should say hi, or they should greet someone if they're seeing. And if they want something, they should request for that. And they should follow the rules of the game. If we telling some stories, they should understand. They should take turns and staying on topic. If we tell if it is higher language that I'm telling, if we say a child to tell something about a topic, they should stay on to the topic. Some children, if we see, if we ask something about their friends, they will start about the friends, but then if in between they will tell about something else. the staying on topic, the topic maintenance will be very less for them. That is also coming under the part of play. And if we see the social development, the sharing matters, the cooperating while playing, listening to the other person, and if we say the other person say you should follow this is they have to follow this direction. This is also coming under social development, and it helps more on social speech and language development, and cognitive development we can see, and the emotional development. This also we can see under the benefits of play. And if we see play and speech and language development, how it is connected. Okay, the play allows child to practice communication skills in a fun and engaging way. uh, every time I'm telling this only, the main thing is they should enjoy. It is more of fun way. It is not like a school teacher or children. They should enjoy whatever we are teaching. It should be more of visual, auditory, hands-on, tactile, everything. It is not basically with a pen and book. We are drawing something, tell this, tell this. It is not something like that. Children should engage whatever we are teaching, and it helps them more to develop their vocabulary, grammar, sentence structure, and it is more of open-ended play with materials like building blocks, arts or plays, encourages creativity and imagination, and it is pretend play involve using language to communicate ideas, interact with others. Pretend play is something like if we see children, some children they'll take some objects, they'll use it as a phone and just call and act like how their parents used to communicate in phones, or they'll take the doctor set and they'll pretend like a doctor. They'll play with the other child and they'll tell. They usually tell whatever they hear from the doctor. It is okay. Let's take an injection or medicine. So they'll try to act like a doctor and play with the other kids. And when we tell about play, there are six type of play that are unoccupied play, solitary play, onlooker play, parallel play, associative play, and cooperative play. We'll see everything one amount. So one is unoccupied play. If we see this child, we can see from that it is the first stage of play, and it begins almost right from the birth. It starts from right from the birth. And in this time, the baby will be focused on their body movements only. They'll be playing with the legs, hands, and they'll be mainly focused on their body movements only. It is more of like uncontrolled movements of arms, legs, hands, and feet, and they'll be enjoying their own play. In this stage, the unoccupied play, mainly their body movements will be focused in when children's. And if we see the second stage, that is solitary play, as you can see in the picture, during this stage, children plays alone and do not interact with any children. And this stage starts from the month of three. The month 3 months it start, and the stage they play alone and they'll not interact with any other children, and they are engaging in self-directed activities such as playing with the toys or exploring their environment. If we see children in this age, we can see some noisemakers. They'll just bang that. They'll just throw that. They'll be engaging in their own activity and begins to display an increased level of focus during this stage, and it's sustained from a longer period of time than in an unoccupied stage. If we see unoccupied stage and solitary play, in solitary stage, children take a longer time as in the unoccupied stage, and it helps children develop their cognitive skills, and they're learning to explore and experiment with their environment, and they are learning to identify objects from the mental images and recognize patterns. They just try to put it forward whatever they are seeing, the patterns of colors, objects, sizes, everything, and they try to develop their problem solving skills also. If they break something, they'll just try to put it and they just try to solve that problem. And the stage play remains unstructured. If we see the stage also, play remains very unstructured, and they'll be playing in their own way, and there is no structure in the stage, and they'll be taking something, throwing something, playing with something. They are in their own stage, and there is no structure in this stage. Let's move it to the next stage. If we see, the next stage is onlooker play. Just see the image first. One child is looking the other children what they're playing. As we see in the picture, we can see onlooker play. It mainly start from age 2.5 to 3.5 years of age, and as we can see in the picture, this stage children are observing other children what they're playing and learning from them. They'll not play with them. They'll just try to see what other children are playing, and they won't engage with them. As I said, they won't engage with them. They just try to see what the other people are doing, what other children are doing, and they just observe. And this stage, it is more important for children to learn about social cues and understand how others play. If we example, the first picture, the child is seeing the two children are playing. The child is seeing that the boy wants something and he just showing the action give, and the other child gave that. The child is seeing the cues and actions how it is using in a play, and that's just learning how to put in when they are playing. And they learn to understand the boundaries of others and the rules around the social play. They'll just try to see how they are following the rules, and if you want to throw something, we have to place the ball there, then we have to kick with the leg. They'll just try to understand the rules of the game, and it helps the children to develop their observational skills, and they will have lots of question about what they're seeing. And they, if they see something, they'll think why it is like that, why it is this. In this stage, we can see children asking so many questions in home also. Why it is like this? What is this? What is this? They have lots of doubts in this stage. Let's move into the parallel play. So this stage occurs in between 3.5 to 4 years of age, and its parallel play occurs when the children are playing side by side but not interacting with any other. Okay, so they just play together. I mean, the side to side they'll be play, but they'll not interact with anyone, and they'll use a similar toys but they do not play together. And this stage of play helps children further develop social skills, and they'll try to involve in the activity, but they'll not share or will not communicate during the play. For example, one might put something down and the other child then picks it up. Or the children will be using the same toy but playing separate games right next to each other. And here, children start to learn to understand social cues and develop empathy. And they'll try to recognize the emotions and feelings of others. And they'll just take the turns and try to share things in this stage. Okay, let's see a video.
There'll be another boy come up in just a few minutes, but they aren't playing together. They're not cooperating. They're playing alone, but with the same set of doors. So it's called parallel play, and toddlers do it a lot.
So we have two doors for a reason, and we've had these in Tot Spot forever. And catch this kiss. We have to clean the doors all the time, is what I'm told by Kathy, because kids are constantly giving themselves a hello or a goodbye kiss at the door.
So now you'll see the little boy in the blue shirt walking away, and it doesn't change the play at all because they weren't really playing cooperatively. Like I said before, they were playing with parallel play, and so they're still playing just like they did, and they hardly noticed he was gone.
I think all have seen the video. Let's move into the associative play. Here, it starts around three years of age, and here child begins to directly engage in activities with the other children. This is a key stage in our child's development because it is where they begin to develop social skills through playing with the other children. And here they learn to cooperate with other children. They'll just start to collaborate and share toys and resources in more deliberate way, and this is where your child learns to cooperate and collaborate with the other children, how to play with them, how to share things, and they'll just try to share things and play. And it won't be organized. They will be engaging with peers and they won't be focused on any common goal. Each child will be very focused on their own play, their own goals. At this stage, child learn to develop communication and teamwork skills, and they also learn to understand and respect the boundaries of others. And if we see the last stage, cooperative play, here it starts from the 4.5 years of age. Here is a child begin to play with other in a way that is directed towards the common goal, and it is advanced in form of social play. They'll just try to interact with them. They'll just follow the whatever instruction what we give. If something example like playing schools with one child acting as a teacher while rest all as a students, they'll just try to be follow their goals. Everyone should follow in one goal. In this stage, everyone will follow the one goal, and they'll just try to complete those things. And like a board games, organized sports, and they'll just understand how to work as a team. They'll understand how to work as a team, and they also develop their language skills and how to compromise and negotiate. And it also develop their self confidence and independence. They just try to put all the things in this play. They just share things, communicate in between play. So I think everyone is clear about the play, and let's think. Okay. So can someone say which type of play is this? Or anyone wants to answer this, or should I skip?
You can use the chat box for answering this question.
Okay. You can see the first picture. Two children are playing with their own toys. There is no interaction. There is no sharing. So anyone wants to tell which stage is the children's? Okay. Can anyone wants to say this at least? Child is playing alone.
There is an answer in the comment box.
Just check. Yes, they are parallel playing. Right answer. Anyone wants to try this? The child is engaging in their own activity, their own toy. There is no interaction with others.
Again, it's there in the chat box.
Yes, it is the second one. Right answer. This picture, anyone wants to answer? Anyone wants to tell here two children are sitting together, sharing toys, playing with the same toy, sitting together. No one? Okay. You can put in the chat box. Let's move. So when we tell about play, all will be confused about what all toys we can use in play. Okay. We can use more of people toys that are hard to operate toys like wind up, music boxes, bubbles, encourage interaction. Your child needs your help to make them work. It is example of people toys are wind up and squeeze toys. People games means they need more of movement activity with their fine and gross motor activity need to be there in the people games. Like music boxes, balloons, bubbles, they should be completely involved in the activity. That is more of people games. And we can create our own toys like silly hat, sunglasses, mask, water tapes, mirror also we can tell hands up, hands down, touch, dance. We can use more of this activity. And we can use puppets, stuffed animals. Yeah, we can use our window as well. And try a little creative stupidity, make mistakes accidentally, and pretend you don't know where things are. And let's search and do. So we can do more pretend play with the children. And we can just pretend like something is broken from their hand. What to do? Come, let's fix it. Come, let's play. We can just pretend with them. And let's see how they are responding. This thing we can do. And these are the play materials that we can use for the different stages. When we tell about the different stages, we can see these are the materials that we can use for the different stages of play. If we see parallel and solitary play, we can use blocks, puzzles, beads, crayons, markers, etc., etc., as you can see here. And cooperative play, we can use housekeeping toys, dolls, doctor set, as I said. And dress up clothes, we can just play with the dolls. We can dress up them, we can go for a function, we can act like that. And vehicles, blocks, kitchen set, like that. If we see sensory motor play, it is more of their sensory. We have to make it a point that they are enjoying the play and they are playing with them. It is more of chunky beats. We can play clay, sand and water, play with them, shapes water, chunky puzzles, sensory beams. Some toys we used to get with the sensory beams. We used to get some doll, something we can just press that, just explore that. It is more of like a sensory motor play activities. We see constructive play, manipulating creative play, blocks, puzzles, arts. It is more of like a creative activity. Okay, it is not like a like completely play with the kids. It is more like they have to create, they have to construct, and they have to break those things, they have to fix it up. It is more of like that. And if it is a dramatic play, imaginative and imitative play, we can use to pretend to make something food. We can pretend like a doctor with a doctor set, kitchen set, telephone, anything. We can use this as a pretend play. In a pretend play, we can use these objects. And these are the ways we can help your child to make choices. Okay. While playing, you can encourage your child to make choices based on what he likes and dislikes. Start with easy choices. If we ask something they like, we can at the first we can offer their favorite choice, and last later offer the favorite choice first. Because if we see children's, if we ask, do you want apple or orange, they will select only the last option. So initially we can put it that as the last option. Later we can put their favorite option as first option. And we can see how they're selecting their choices. We can help them to make their own choices while playing, and give more visual cues in between. So I hope everyone understood about the play and the type of play and why it is important, and what are the stages of play and their age range, etc. Everything. So if anyone wants to say something, any doubts, you can say.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much, Nasreen ma'am, for this informative and easy understanding session. So, we will now open the floor for Q&A session. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can type in the chat box or you can unmute yourself. So, yeah, shoot your questions. Anybody have any doubt, you can ask in the chat box or you can unmute yourself. You can ask your doubts in the chat box or you can unmute yourself. So please feel free to ask. Anybody? So if any of you don't have any doubt, we can wind up the session. Ma'am, shall we?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so yeah. So so we can wind up the session and thank you so much everyone for joining this session and a special thanks to Fatima Nasreen ma'am for such a valuable insight. So we hope you found the session useful and informative. We'll continue bringing such session to help parents and educators and professionals. We will be having another webinar in the next week itself. So, if you have any doubts and queries, I have just mentioned the numbers in the chat box. You can connect through that numbers also, or you can just mention the doubts or queries in our Lopo community group, or you can connect the admins regarding your doubt. Okay, and thank you so much, everyone, once again. Have a nice day and have a good night.
Thank you, ma'am.